viewers. Hope you all are fine. Welcome to one more session for ICSE Class 9 Mathematics. The chapter which I am going to explain you today is the measure of central tendency, mean, and the method which I am going to use today is the assumed mean method, which is also called shortcut method. So let's watch. So here's the question. First of all, we need to make a format like this. The first column will be weekly wages rupees. Write that as XI. Then number of workers, that is FI. Okay. These two data are given already in the question. So write them in columns. Now what we need to do is we will assume a mean. Since this method is assumed mean method. Okay, or also it is called shortcut method. So let us see how do we assume the mean and which one to assume the mean. Among the given data, we have assumed one of them as the mean. Now which one to assume is the mean? We'll assume the one which makes the calculation equal. Usually the middle one. Okay. So here we have total 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 xi. So the middle one comes this 11. So let us take that now assume. So let A is equal to rupees 11. So here 1100 is our assumed mean. Now what we need to do? We have to see the deviation. Okay, from the assumed mean, what is the deviation of the first data? That is 950. So how do you find out? By the formula Di is equal to Xi minus. So let us see how to do it. 950 minus 11. Okay. That gives us the deviation. That is Di. Xi minus A. 950 minus 1100. So how much does it come? So it comes minus 150. Okay. Similarly for the second one, 1000 minus 1100, so it comes minus 100. For the third, 1050 minus 1100, Xi minus 8, Xi minus 8. So 1050 minus 1100, so it comes minus 50. For the next one, 1100 minus 1100, so it becomes 0. Okay. Next, 1250 minus 11, so it comes 150. Now it started coming in positive. Okay. After 1100, the one which will come in positive. Now 1500 minus 1100, so it's 400. Then 1600 minus 1100, so it's 500. So these are the deviation from the assumed mean. Now, but this deviation of 150 is only for one data, only for one person's wage. Okay. Now there are 224 persons having 24 workers who have 950 wages. So what is the deviation? Total deviation of 24%. 24 into minus 150. That's why we find FIDI. So let us multiply and find FIDI. 24 into minus 150. So it comes minus 3600. Minus 3006. 18 into minus, so minus 18. 13 into minus 50, so it comes minus 60. 15 into 0, 0. 20 into 150, so it comes 3000. Now this is not positive. 11 into 400, so it comes 4400. The last one, 9 into 500, so it comes 45. Now we need to find the summation of all. Sigma FIDI. Summation of FIDI. So how to find out? This is easy way to find out. First of all, add on the negative ones, then add on the positive ones. Add 3600 minus 1800 minus 650. So after adding it comes minus 6050. Okay. Add all the positive ones as well. So how much does it come? It comes 11,900. Okay. Now subtract greater minus smaller, and the sign will be positive because the positive is greater and the smaller. Sometimes the answer of this can come in negative also. Okay, so don't get afraid if it comes in negative. It can come in negative. So after solving these two, we get 5850. This is the value of sigma FIDI, the summation of FIDI. Now let us find out the summation of this 550. 90. So 9 becomes 110. Okay, so we have got both the values. Sigma FID also, sigma FID. Now we need to find the mean by assume the mean method. Shortcut method. What's the formula for this? Mean over sigma phi di a plus by sigma phi plus. So that is not a plus. So it becomes first I'm adding a to 11. 11 plus so means sigma phi di 5850 510. Okay, 0 gets cancelled. So it's 1100 plus, and that in decimal it comes 53.18. 53.18 and 1153.18. So this is our mean. This is how we get the mean. Okay? Hope you understood. It's easy. It's very easy.